And what about the main argument that Indigenous Australians deserve to be recognised in the Constitution, that all of the moves, all of the billions of dollars that the Australian government over many years has put in trying to address Indigenous disadvantage hasn't worked? You don't think this would go away to helping that?
No. I think that's an intractable problem. No one's ever solved it. I had my time as a minister. I was responsible for spending an awful lot of money in the Northern Territory in particular for very little or no result. I'm just one of a number of ministers over time who've tried, but we've all failed because thus far the problem of Aboriginal disadvantage has proved to be intractable.
And so the idea that your friend Anthony Albanese has put forward is that if there was a working group, if there was a voice to Parliament with Indigenous people that came from all the different regional areas, and they were then giving advice to the executive and to politicians on actual policy before it became policy, that this could in some way help the problem of disadvantage. Isn't it worth giving it a go?
Well, no, in my view, because I'm absolutely sure it won't help Aboriginal disadvantage.
Why?
Look, we've over all these years, how much money have we thrown at this? How much time have we spent? What have we invested in this? And yet, when you look at it, we've achieved very little. And it's a terrible problem. But the idea that the voice will fix what money hasn't is something that I can't quite grasp.
So the idea that input from an Indigenous people to policy making, and decisions, you don't think that could help, is worth a try?
Well, there's a fair bit of input now. I mean, you give a few more people input, it won't change anything. It's not as if Aboriginal policy is made in a vacuum. It doesn't matter who's in government. I mean, I'm not going to bucket the Liberals over this. I think we're all in the same position here. You get into government and you try very hard to deal with what's proved to be a problem that no one can deal with. And you just do your best. Every day you come to work and you have a crack at it. But it's just one of those problems that won't go away.